Hello, so I'm in the process of moving house, and in doing so I have basically had to dismantle my big old audio shelves and cabinet, as you can see, and I'm going to have a bit less room for the time being. So what I've done is I've picked up a nice set of speakers. I'll show you what I've got at the moment. These absolute beasts are by a company in the Netherlands called Stassens, which is quite a prestigious audio house, and they are absolutely huge. I'll be honest with you, they're about 4.5 foot tall, all have Danish drivers in them and everything. They're absolutely amazing. They are suited for very, very loud music, but in honesty, you know what they say, nobody likes loud and big speakers anymore. So I've downsized a little bit, and I'm going to unbox these today and see what we've got. So these are a pair of Acoustics Concept 20s. They've won rave reviews with the likes of Hi-Fi Review and Hi-Fi Pig, I think, reviewed them at the same time. These tend to sell for about 200 quid. I've got these a bit cheaper delivered, which is quite nice. As I can see, as I say, I'm moving house, so I've got gear dotted about all over the place. There's things over there. My workbench is moving around the place, but I thought I'd make a quick video on unboxing these and we'll see what they're like. So these come in the original packaging, which is quite nice actually. It's not often you find a set of speakers in the original packaging, which seems to be absolutely wedged together, polystyrene and whatever else. These weigh a ton. Now I've gone from also I've got a set of Mission 731s, which I was quite surprised at, but these should be my replacement to those Stassens for the time being of moving house. Right, so there's one. What have we got in here? We have port dampers. There's a pair of port dampers there. We have Concept 20 booklet and jumper cables, which seem to be good quality as well, which is quite nice. Banana plugs and jumper cables on that, so we can get those in the back. And these little bags that they come in, these are like what you get a fancy handbag in if you've ever bought the wife a nice handbag. That's basically what we're looking at now. So immediately, the quality of the packaging is quite interesting actually, because usually you're getting a little bit of paper and whatever else, but these the little bags that they come in indicate some kind of quality. As you can see, these are the gloss black version as well, which is what I wanted. Shopped around a little bit and these came up. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Whew. So straight away, this nice gloss finish is absolutely lovely, and the weight and the quality of these just comes through in just by touching them, really. So on the back, we've got our rear ported base port and our banana connectors. They are also split high frequency, low frequency, and as you see on the back there, Concept 20, 2575 watt two-way reflex, and they're 6 ohms, so it's going to be in the middle of most amplifiers, 4 to 8. Underneath then we have our usual, if it'll just focus, kind of M4 holes there for spikes. If you just focus, M4 holes there for spikes. Might be a bit smaller. I'm going to go 4mm, I think they are. These are supposed to be as good as possible if you're not putting them on a shelf. These are supposed to be fitted to stands, but the specialist stands that are recommended for them are ridiculously expensive, but maybe we'll get to that. It's actually, the gloss is causing my camera to lose focus, if I'm honest. Let's get these grills off and have a look at the drivers. So the grills are, the gentleman that sold me these has quite kindly used a little bit of packing Lovely, absolutely lovely. These have a kind of box within a box design. I don't know if anybody's ever looked at these in any kind of detail, but there's, as it says, a box within a box. So that's due to the weight of them. That's basically the main reason why they're so heavy. But the quality of them is beautiful. So another example there. Look at these are specifically made to be inputted in between the grills and the drivers for original packaging. That's a nice little touch. Grills themselves, not particularly amazing. Plasticized. They don't have a bar through the middle, which is quite nice. So realistically, these could, I think, be satisfactorily fitted and listened to with the grills on. But yeah, grills is extremely lightweight and honestly a bit flimsy. But I'm not going to be using them anyway, so I ain't really that bothered. Nice little hype sticker there. What Hi-Fi Awards 2014 winners. That's pretty good. Best stereo speakers 2 at 400 quid. That's quite a bold little statement actually. I'm quite happy with that. Presume they were fitted to it on the shelf, I don't know. So the jumper's been in place there as a straight bar from the high frequency to low frequency on both channels. Now I don't have banana plugs on the ends of my speaker wires, I have them on the amplifier ends. So I'm going to pull these bars out, and I'm going to fit the jumper cables, which will allow me to use the speaker connector at the back, this one on the back here, and I can also have jumpers in place at the same time. So with those in place in this way, I can then fit the banana plugs to the bottom connectors, and this will allow me to plug my speaker wires into these connectors at the back and also get the couplings. So I think honestly I'll probably put bananas on my speaker plugs because this looks a little untidy with these loops in place, but we'll get to that. So the speaker wire of choice then is Cord Carnival, which is silver screen speaker cable. I don't know what gauge it is, but I've had this for a long time. It's never really let me down. The connector is what it is. Leaves a little bit to be desired, I suppose, from some people who like the banana plugs. I think I should fit some bananas to the end of this, but it's out the way and it does its job, so I've kind of left it be. But let's get these connected up. So the first thing I'm intrigued by is just the clean design of these, the gloss black. I think this is maybe a Mark II because they come in gloss black, I'm not entirely sure, but they're so clean. They just look great, you know. There's nothing retro or old about them or anything like that. They're definitely something that you can have on a shelf and the wife's not going to go too crazy. I've got my cabling linked up there, and hopefully we can get some royalty free music on and we can give them a bit of a test. Alright, so unfortunately I can't show you on this video what I'm testing it with, because I'm going to have to test it basically with some royalty free music so you can at least hear something. But I'm using a Marantz PM6006 UK edition and firing a little bit of Supertramp through it as well. And I've just fired it up there, it's running well. It is an ATVM95 Shibata, can't remember the code for it, and it sounds absolutely extraordinary. So I will put some music through it now and we'll talk about what they sound like. Right, so first of all, I'm 2 weeks away from moving house, so please don't diss my setup, because yeah, this is what I've got until I pack it all away for the next 2 weeks. So I've played a lot of vinyl through these this morning, and oh my god, I'm impressed. Obviously everybody's favourite test record, which should be played by everybody. We've had some, what did I play last? Supertramp. And they absolutely sound amazing. It's obviously really difficult to review speakers on YouTube because you can't really hear them for what they are. The bass that they put out is absolutely fantastic for the size of them. I mean, a lot of it I think is down to the weight. They are rear ported, so they're going to benefit from being close to a wall, and just everything about them really. The clarity. I was making a cup of tea there and I was trying to think of a downside to them, you know. And I struggled. I really did. There isn't really a downside that I can pick out. the separation is amazing. All the different frequencies come through just as strong. They're very well balanced between the pair as well, so I know they're a matching pair because they came as new, but they are definitely something that makes a massive difference over. I had some Mission 731s in the other day, and although fine, these are a world above. It looks like that tweeter's inverted, but it's not. The quality of them, exceptional, and the sound, the bass, like it's almost, you almost can't believe that they're coming out of these speakers. They almost sound like they're coming out of these massive, great monstrosities that are underneath them, and as you can see, the difference in them. It makes me wonder now, does anybody even need speakers of that size? The loudness of the larger ones, I suppose, is the benefit, but yeah, they are lovely. So let's play a bit of music. I know it's almost lost because you're listening on a TV or a phone or something, but it'd be strange if I didn't demonstrate some music. The clarity there and the separation between that bass and treble is absolutely crisp. And this is a digital input onto that Marantz. The one thing that I've noticed is that to get the best out of the bass, excuse me, try again. I can't even skip that because there's music playing. To get the best out of the bass on these, you definitely have to just crank it up a little bit. So at low volumes, you aren't getting that bass, the power of the bass. But, I'm talking really low. You could pop loudness on and it'd be fine. So I'm off to put some Herb Alperts on. Unfortunately for you, you can't hear it because I'll get copyrighted, but I would strongly suggest you go and get this album. Nothing to do with the young filly on the front cover, but it's just amazing. So that's my next recommendation. But if you're considering buying a set of these speakers, you will not be disappointed. Everything about them is exactly what I want out of a speaker of this size. Depth, it's probably about 25 centimeters. Height wise, we're looking at about 22, maybe 23, and width I would suggest is about 6 inches, half a school ruler. So I'd recommend them. If you fancy some of these yourself, then have a listen to them. But these are quite possibly the best small speakers I've ever owned. So anyway, if you enjoyed this, drop a like and a subscribe. Even though I sound like a 12-year-old, subscribers make me happy. Bye bye.